We'll give you a close look at the Reader's Choice finalists for desserts and where to find Beetlejuice before he disappears. Tribune Unscripted starts now. Welcome back, everybody. It's Thursday. Thanks for joining us for Tribune Unscripted. I'm Brandon Dawkins with Tribune Digital Media, here with Scott Buttram, publisher of the Trustful Tribune. And we're starting out today with the Reader's Choice Fun after the pizza extravaganza last week.
Yeah.
It's a good chance, though, to update people on Reader's Choice, where we are in that process. So why don't you do that before we get started with a little bit of a show and tell.
Okay, we're well into finals. So all the finalists are posted. People are now our readers. You guys are now going through and selecting your winner in each category. I honestly have not looked in probably 5 or 6, maybe even a week, days. We're on track to exceed last year's vote total, and there were over 600,000 votes cast last year.
Wow.
So it's kicking along, and the last time I looked like it could come in well ahead of that. So. Almost or right around 200 categories, I believe.
It's a lot. You really kind of have to maybe sit down with a snack.
Yeah, and we can't bring every finalist in, so we had to sacrifice and then decide, well, what would work best. So pizza last week and dessert this week, we decided were the best 2 options.
Yeah, those are fun, for
out
sure.
of the 200.
Okay. So there are 4 finalists.
I kind of felt like asking for the best steak finalist to come in might be a little bit.
Yeah, that would have been tricky.
Overreach.
Yeah, yep. For sure. But there are 4 finalists in the dessert category.
Yeah.
And so we're going to, some of these I've had, some
four
of these
good
I
ones.
haven't. So we're going to give it a go.
Yep.
So it's Edgar's Bakery.
Right.
And then we've got.
Ron's got them on the screen.
Oh,
now,
yeah. So
the
you see the
audience can see
cake
them.
from Edgar's Bakery, and we'll tell you what that is when we get into it. And then there is a type of French dessert called a lemon entremet from Sunshine Bakery in Irondale.
Is that on the left?
That's on the left. And then in the middle is the banana Foster cheesecake from Half Shell.
I think that's on the right.
Oh, is that on the right? Okay,
Yeah.
on the right. And then in the middle, then we have ice cream from Brewster's.
Yeah.
Which today we're featuring their Hallow Scream.
Okay.
So everything from Brewster's is good.
Yeah, and I agree with that.
So, anyway, so they made it into
the
the finalist category for sure. Okay, so Sherry's going to hand us, this is Edgar's, okay, let me back up so I can see my, okay. So this is Edgar's Fall Crescent Floral Cake, which you probably noticed how beautifully decorated for fall it is. Their cakes are beautiful. And this one is their, well, that's what it's called, their Fall Crescent Floral Cake with buttercream icing.
Okay.
So I think I thought it was just like yellow cake.
I mean,
but it's not.
That would look
I
good
haven't
on
had
the Thanksgiving table.
Yeah, it would be. And so, and I'm sure they're hoping people will
Chase
notice
in
that.
this playground.
So it's hand decorated on top, like an autumn garden. Can you tell the floral? Hold on.
That's good. Everything from Edgar's is good,
Oh, that
though.
is
So,
Okay. So that's an 8-inch cake, feeds 12 to 16 people. You're right, it is a good
that's the best
Thanksgiving.
buttercream
Yeah, it
icing.
is. Really
So good.
beautiful icing. A good add to your Thanksgiving table for sure. Hang on to your spoon, possibly.
Okay. No, she's got fresh ones.
she's
so-
got fresh spoons.
Okay.
Okay, move the spoon now.
Away with
Done with the spoon. Okay, this is Sunshine Bakery, the lemon entremet. I hope I'm saying that
Okay,
correctly. I looked it up.
A huge fan of Sunshine's Bakery. I mean, we went over, my wife's somewhere in the back of the studio. We went over there last week.
And what did you have over there?
What did I get? I got the berry cake,
Okay. Oh, that's really
which
good.
is
I
a
love lemon
pastry.
desserts.
It was ridiculous. And I got a strawberry croissant. I can't remember what Lori got, but we had a great breakfast the next morning.
So an entremet is a type of French cold dessert that's shaped like real life objects, in this case a lemon. And so it has several components. This one has 4, as a lemon cream in the middle, then it has almond sponge cake dipped in vanilla chocolate, and then mint lemon mousse, and it has a chocolate shell, that this top part that cracks when you bite it. So it's beautiful. That's really good. I love any kind of lemon
Everything
dessert.
we've tried has been just through the roof good.
Sunshine.
If you haven't been over to Irondale to try Sunshine's Bakery, it's worth the trip.
Oh, wow.
Everything is perfect. This is wild.
Yeah,
I
it's
haven't
really
had anything
good.
like
I know, so it's
that.
light, but really
Yeah.
delicious. Okay. All right. Well, that's one.
Well, she's
Then
an artist.
Third on the list.
You can tell.
Yeah, that was a really beautiful dessert when it came in, the kind you feel bad about getting into.
I don't feel that bad.
Okay,
about
now I
it.
haven't had this. I love half shell.
I have had this.
You've had this. Okay, so this is the Banana Foster Cheesecake, a New Orleans inspired, well, half shell, of course, is New Orleans inspired. But, let's see. I was going to see if it said anything else.
That's not cheesecake.
Is this the Banana Foster Cheesecake, or is this the pecan pie cheesecake? Pecan pie. Sorry, I misspoke. This is,
This
no,
is
it's Banana Foster. Okay, well, we're going to taste it and see.
this is cheesecake.
Yep.
The texture did not look
Oh,
like
banana.
cheesecake. I've had their Banana Foster cheesecake.
good.
It's some of the best food I've ever put in my mouth. I'll just
That's
tell
really
you.
good.
It is
But
my
it does,
favorite
my
thing.
information does say right now they're kind of featuring a pecan pie cheesecake. So if you love that, they have that. But I think this is one of their regulars. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's really delicious.
You know, we were just in New Orleans, and my
Yeah, you
one regret, I really wanted to get Bananas Fosters this time, but that didn't work out. That's a very nice substitute here in Trussville.
That's fantastic.
That's
And
great.
then last but not least, Brewster's is on the list. I think they're always on the list. People love their ice cream. And this, just for fun, is their Hallow Scream, which I think is vanilla with Reese's and anything else? Chocolate chip. Reese's and chocolate chip. So it looks really Halloweeny. But
Well, like I said, this Brewster's.
oh, okay.
I don't know that you even need to explain it. It's just
Yeah.
Brewster's.
I missed double dip. Sorry. My son's favorite dessert from Brewster's is this giant brownie sundae that they do.
I've not tried a sundae yet.
It's good. He loves it. It has this giant brownie in it, and that's his favorite. That's good too.
I will tell you, my buddy Alan Taylor raves about the banana splits at Brewster's.
Oh, yeah.
And I was in there the other day because I drop by occasionally just to make sure our local businesses are doing well.
That's nice.
And noticed that they do specials, different specials every day now. And one of them is Banana Split Day. You get it for 50% off if you bring your own banana.
Really?
Yeah, I'm like, I will take that deal probably about once a week. I will do
Bring
that.
your own banana.
I should have texted Alan and said, hey, have you seen that? But he's the one that turned me on to
They
the
also
banana
have
splits.
a really great strawberry cheesecake or some kind of cheesecake ice cream that is.
It's a strawberry cheesecake, and it's ridiculous.
Really
Yeah.
good. It's really, really good. Okay.
Everything about their ice cream, I think it's just made different. Do you think?
I
It's
don't
so
know,
much
but it is really
creamier
good.
than
People
what
really
we're
love
used
it.
to.
Yeah, it's strong for sure. That was fun to see because some of that I wouldn't have necessarily ordered it. Like
Yeah,
I may not have
and-
ordered the Banana Foster cheesecake.
We should probably
It's
compliment
great.
our readers because
good job, everybody.
those are
Good
those are
picks.
the four finalists. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I don't know how you'd pick.
I don't either. Really good
Just
stuff.
close your eyes and make a choice.
All right, well, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to tell you all you need to know about Beetlejuice at Acta Theater and how you need to see it before it's gone this weekend. Stay with us. Have you been to Discount Warehouse lately? New electronics, brand name makeup, and bedding arrive daily. Follow their Facebook page to find out about special sales on clothing, tools, and fireworks. Discount Warehouse, where you will never pay.
Ah, now this is the life. Who's a good boy? Well, to tell you the truth, it's my humans. They're the ones who made sure to buy me a home with natural gas. The furnace warms like no other. The fire turns on instantly. Whoa. And I'm happier than a beagle in a bacon factory. Oh, that's the spot. And with the money we save on our energy bill, well, I got big plans for that. Visit my website and learn why natural gas is a home's best friend.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, Halloween tomorrow night on a Friday night, that's a big deal for Halloween to have it on a Friday night. That's super fun for kids and everybody involved. But Active Theater has been doing Beetlejuice appropriately, and so there's another weekend to see that too.
Well, it must be, I happened to be on a Tuscaloosa Community Theater social media page this morning. Beetlejuice, Young Frankenstein, you got to figure these are probably just great for this time of year.
Absolutely.
And everybody wants to get in the mood for holidays. So they're doing their part by, when they started this 2 weeks ago. So,
we're going to let them tell us all about it.
They've been getting people ready for 2 weeks.
So we've got Jennifer Day, who's directing Beetlejuice at ACTA this time, and assistant director Danielle Small, and Tristan Self, who's playing Adam. Welcome, guys. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having us.
Well, Jennifer, a lot of people may have seen the movie Beetlejuice, but some people may not know the storyline. So for anybody that's not familiar, why don't you fill them in?
Well, Beetlejuice revolves around the story of Adam and Barbara Maitland and how they fall on their early demise, I guess. And their house is taken over by the Dietz family. Lydia Dietz is a prominent character in the movie and in the Broadway show. The Broadway show is probably most like our show, more than the movie itself.
Well, is Beetlejuice a movie that's great for the whole family, or do you consider it more of an adults only?
Well, Beetlejuice Jr. is definitely for the whole family. The Beetlejuice Broadway show is probably a little more irreverent and adults-only content. But the MTI that does all the junior shows did a really, really great job at turning this one into a junior show as well and made it very family-friendly. It's actually a beautiful story about the grieving process rather than demonic death and all that other gory stuff.
That's actually, I think that's a good way to describe it for sure, about the grieving process. Well, Danielle, we've got some pictures. I don't know if we've shown them yet or not. Wasn't paying attention from the show that look really great. Danielle, what are some of the highlights of the show for you?
I think the music is absolutely gorgeous. We've got some very talented singers and actors. So I work a lot backstage during the show, and so getting to see like all the other crew and actors is like kind of like being at a concert like some of the time, because you're just like, it's great. I love the music. It's beautiful. It's a lot of fun.
Well, Tristan, playing Adam, what's it been like? Any particular challenges, or what's the most fun?
Well, it's been a lot of rehearsals, but they've been really fun, and I've made a bunch of friends, and I've gotten to know the character really well, and I've gotten to know my co-stars, and I've made a bunch of friends, and it's just been a great process.
So this is the last weekend.
Yeah, it's the last weekend. I know this is a great show because we know ACTA puts on great shows. It's one of the, I think, I'm obviously prejudiced, but I think it's one of the best community theaters around. Danielle, I've got a question for you. How long have you been involved in community theater?
Okay. It's been a little over a decade, I think.
And how old are you right now?
I'm 25.
Okay. How many of your siblings and immediate family members are also involved in community theater?
That's an excellent question. I do have a lot of siblings, so hang on. I gotta count. I think the most my family has been involved, I think it was me, 3 of my sisters, and my dad. I think that's the most of us that have been in a play at one time. So there's about 5 of us in a show together.
This is former Clay Councilman Kevin Small's daughter, Danielle.
Oh, okay.
And I'm picking at Danielle a little bit because the Small family could carry a major production if they chose to. But Danielle, y'all are really a great example. As a family, y'all got involved with community theater. You were about 15, is that what you're telling us now, or
14,
younger?
15, somewhere in there.
So what has that meant to your family and to you guys to be involved in this for all these years?
It's been great, like from a community standpoint. I was homeschooled, so it was really where I got to make a whole bunch of relationships as I was getting older, and then I get to like work with really cool people, and it's been really cool, and also to have something like as a family that we do. My sister is working backstage in Beetlejuice Jr. right now, And so having someone to talk about when like you get home and have all the like, oh, did you see when this happened? It's just always so much fun to have people you can talk to about that.
Well, Jennifer, for people who are still trying to get tickets, fill them in. How do they get tickets to see the show this weekend? And what are the days and times?
So we have 3 more opportunities for you to see. Tonight, obviously, the 30th, we'll be having a costume contest, so we're encouraging people to come out and dress up, and we'll have some prizes to give away. So that's tonight, and then there's 2 more opportunities on Saturday, and then or one on Saturday and one on Sunday afternoon. You can go to ACTA Theater's website to acta.ludus, I think it is, and buy tickets from there.
All right. Well, we sure appreciate y'all. I know this has been a busy few weeks for y'all, and we appreciate you taking time out of the schedule to come and just fill everybody in.
Yes, thanks for having us.
All right. All right, we're going to take another break. When we come back, we'll get to some of the other news of the week. Stay with us.
If you don't have a will, trust, or some kind of estate plan, you're leaving your loved ones with a lot of headaches. Probate fees and tax issues bring stress to your family while they grieve your loss. Cahaba Law Group is here to protect them and give you reassurance that your hard-earned money and assets are not lost to bureaucratic mayhem. They can help you create the ideal estate plan. If you're currently in probate, Cahaba Law Group can help assist you there too. Plus, they can handle more than just probate. They can serve you in just about any legal matter. Begin now by scheduling a consultation at cahabalaw.net.
I'm Drew Lawley, General Manager at Courtesy Buick GMC. Come see us at Courtesy, where we have over 300 vehicles to choose from, including GMCs, Buicks, and certified pre-owned vehicles. Come see us at Courtesy, or check us out at courtesybirmingham.com. Proud high school teams.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, we had a couple of stories this week that I thought kind of tied into what's going on nationally with the government shutdown, and there's been a lot of talk yesterday and today over funds not being released for people's SNAP benefits. That puts a lot of pressure on local food shelters and things like that. Leeds school system put out some information just reminding the families in their school system they're already part of a federal program, though, that pays for everyone's school, and that is continuing. However that's set up, I don't know, it's paid in advance, but anyway, they put out some information telling parents, don't worry,
and don't
all
forget.
That's still in place, and don't forget.
Yeah, don't forget. Your kid's lunch is covered and breakfast is covered through Leeds.
Yes.
That doesn't apply to every single school system, but it may apply to yours. I would check on that, or your child's specific school. Also, I would just mention to our audience in general, as you mentioned early, this is putting a lot of pressure on food pantries.
Yeah.
Churches are another source to help a lot of people get groceries on their table when things are difficult. So just a good reminder that if that's the sort of thing you like to contribute to and try to contribute to, this is probably
you're not in a pinch right now and can give extra.
Probably a good time to help out.
That's a really good point.
And as the government figures this out, we're not passing judgment on the government. All we're saying is we still have families in need, our friends, our neighbors, and we don't want anybody to go without. So a good opportunity to make some contributions, but look in on elderly people, look in on neighbors that you think might be struggling a little bit at this time, and also remember the school nutrition program is still going.
Right, okay. Also kind of in that same area, I've highlighted them a couple of times, but I thought it was even more relevant this week, but Raindrop Car Wash continues to give that money quarterly to local food shelters, and I mean, it's a chunk every time. This time it was over $28,000 for the quarter with their Wash Away Wednesdays initiative, when so $1 for every car washed on Wednesdays, they put in a pot.
Well, and I love the way Raindrop presents this, because I see a lot of businesses take credit for contributions and things like this. But I read Raindrop's release, and what they said is our customers contributed.
That's who it is.
Yeah, and I just appreciate the honesty and the candidness and the fact that they consider it part of their corporate mission to be doing things like this. And again, you mentioned it. We've heard from them a lot.
Yeah, we have, absolutely. I thought that was important to mention right now, too. Okay, I lost my place. All right, then excuse me, turning to some city news. This was the week where the reins were handed over in some of the area cities, and some of them kind of did some interesting and some specific things to help especially honor outgoing mayors. And so here in Trussville, Buddy Choate had his last meeting, and Ben Short was sworn in as mayor, and so they had their first meeting. And in the passing of that, there were ordinances put into place renaming Morrow Avenue in Trussville, which is in the entertainment district, right?
Right.
As Buddy Choate Way. And Judge Carl Chamblee Jr., who has been the judge here in Trussville forever, is retiring, and they are naming the municipal courtroom in his honor. And so they did that at that first meeting this week.
In my opinion, such a fitting thing. Carl has been a blessing to this community. First of all, he's tough, and he wants Trussville respected, and he wants laws followed, but he's fair, and he listens. And if you've ever sat through one of his court sessions, you know we've had a really good guy up there making these calls all these decades.
And he has a reputation of really kind of looking after people.
He does. I mean, second, third chances. He's really trying to run the court system the way it was intended, I believe, by our founding fathers to be run. Hate to see him step down, but you know, it's kind of, life moves on. I mean, I turned 65 this week, so the world changes. I regret that we didn't have an opportunity to recognize Judge Chamblee more through the paper. We would like to. We had the chance to do that with Mayor Choate and with Councilman Taylor and Councilman Cook, because we knew they were going, and so we had a chance to kind of reflect on their years. We didn't get that opportunity with Judge Chamblee, and I hate that. I regret it. But we kind of found out last second. It was put out on social media, so we just had to report it and move on. But do want to take the opportunity to thank him for his contribution to Trussville over these years. Tickled to see the court named after him, the courtroom named after him. I think that's appropriate. Yeah, I like it.
Well, you know, we had the new mayor of Argo here last week, and he had given us a heads up on this as well. But in the meeting in Argo where they handed reins over to him, they were really specific about wanting to honor Betty Bradley and to make sure that just really recognize some of the work that she had done.
Yeah.
And so they presented a really nice plaque in her honor, and they said that she was actually, when she heard about it, she was not for it, but they've named the storm shelter after her, the community storm shelter.
Everything Betty's done, she's done for Argo. That was her reason for running for council when she was on council. That was her reason for running for mayor. She came in at a really important time for Argo. There were just a lot of things up in the air, a lot of unsettled issues, for lack of a better way of phrasing it. And I just thought Betty did a great job kind of bringing most of the people onto the same page and making some progress in getting things moving in the right direction for Argo, because it's such a great community, but it just seemed like things couldn't move in a direction that would help the residents until the last 9 years, and she's done a great job with it. I'm tickled to see the new council is recognizing her, whether she likes it or not.
Yeah,
I like that.
That was funny.
And it's appropriate. It's very appropriate. She did a great job, and she deserves to be remembered in that community.
Yes, I agree. And then also in Moody, same thing, saying goodbye to a longtime mayor there. And so they recognized Mayor Joe Lee and Councilor Lynn Taylor, because both of those were leaving office before Nick Rutledge took over. And then Wes Harrell takes Taylor's seat as well. And so that gave Mayor Lee the opportunity say some things that he wanted to say to the council and to the public. And I think people really appreciate the years of service he's put in as well.
Well, talk about a city that's changed under his leadership.
Wow, that's a really good point.
It's really grown, and it's become a go-to town in St. Clair County now. It's a place people want to move.
Yeah.
Schools are doing great, and Joe was mayor there, I think, since 1864.
1864. But seriously, 33 years, 11 as a council member, 22 as mayor. That's a long time.
That's next level service to your community, and he's done a great
And he pointed out, I
job.
loved this too, he's like, when he was elected in 92, it was $1 million budget for the city, and now it's a $30 million budget.
Things have changed.
Dollars and cents, that really tells the tale.
They really have, and Joe's done a great job, and I know most of the people in Moody are very appreciative of the job he's done.
Yes, and Nick's been on the council, and now he's coming in as mayor, so they should have
Nick's going to
really
be fantastic.
good
He's going to do a great job,
transition
no
there.
doubt about it.
And then last but not least, I was so glad to see that you guys did a story on this, but the Hewitt-Trussell Husky Band went to band competition in Rome this weekend, and Georgia and I were actually on a trip, and so we left our trip from Atlanta, went to Rome, and spent the day watching the band compete that evening, and that was super fun. And they had a great competition, and they did win lots of awards that night. I could not even keep up with what they ended up coming home with in the end, but when they performed, they performed so well that night. Like, I mean, I've seen the show a gazillion times now because my kid's in the band. But that night was different. Like, they just really sounded good. They really looked good. They just had it together that night.
Well,
And so they were the grand champion and took home the biggest award of the night, along with, awards for the band, the wind ensemble part of the band, best in class in percussion, best in class in dance line, and best in class in overall band. They had a great night, and those kids were excited about it.
Well, the Hewitt-Trussell Band and winning are kind of synonymous. They just do a lot of that, and they have
there
for
was
years
some tough
and years
competition
and
there.
years.
That was a big competition.
Yeah, going out of state, and now we
A lot
weren't.
of good big bands from Georgia.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. That's an actually pretty strong. That up in that area, you're reaching Tennessee, Georgia, and Alabama. It's only about 50 minutes from Mintown.
Yeah.
45, 50 minutes from Mintown. We weren't in Mintown that weekend, but had we been, that would have been a great trip to run over.
Rome's really a nice city.
It's a great city.
It really is.
It's a fun city. It's a neat city. It's one of my favorites. They've done a nice job
They
there.
have.
Did you get
They
to see
have.
the Colosseum in Rome?
No.
You laugh.
But
I've seen it. It's there.
Well, we were at the Barron Stadium, but we did have this fantastic walk over to their downtown area.
Yeah.
So we ate downtown and walked back over, and then Georgia helped me push the gong. Part of my band parent job this year has been rolling the gong out into the field. It's behind Oliver in the front ensemble, the bass drum and the gong. And so we pushed the gong on and brought the gong off, and it was fun.
Their downtown is really nice.
It is really nice.
They've had, a comeback in their downtown area like a lot of small towns have, and they've done it right.
And they had a lot going on that night. There were a lot of people out in downtown for a lot of different things. It really kind of reminded me of Georgia and I, the night before, had just watched the Hocus Pocus 2 movie where it shows downtown Salem. It really kind of had that look and feel. It just really looked great. So it was fun.
It's a neat place, and one of the best wine shops I've ever been in is in Rome, Georgia, downtown.
Good
So,
to know.
yeah, really great place.
All right. Well, that's all we have today. Thanks for joining us on this really cold, rainy, dreary week. And we'll be back next week.
We will.
So,
We will.
all right. Have a great weekend and a safe Halloween. Have you been to Discount Warehouse lately? New electronics, brand name makeup, and bedding arrive daily. Follow their Facebook page to find out about special sales on clothing, tools, and fireworks.
Discount Warehouse, where you will never pay.
Ah, now this is the life. Who's a good boy? Well, to tell you the truth, it's my humans. They're the ones who made sure to buy me a home with natural gas. The furnace warms like no other. The fire turns on instantly. Whoa. And I'm happier than a beagle in a bacon factory. Oh, that's the spot. With the money we save on our energy bill, well, I got big plans.